Spook.
Say you with me, Gerald. Doki Doki. No? Okay. Alright, well, as you can see, we're back to Doki Doki. But, we're just gonna continue. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back. Welcome back, Gerald. I forgot what Yuri's voice was. It was the calm fucking tone that I gave her. But she's kind of no-headed, glitching out. Welcome back, I guess. Hi, left Yuri's boob to the scene. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. Yeah, the expression. But the weight of yesterday's squirrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Oh, yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. Was acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. I thought that's that fucking poem. Like, I thought Gerald was just straight up saying that she's a bad poem. I'm like, wait, what? And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Gerald, I say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Well, do I ever remember anything bad happening? You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. But I've heard the bell ring, at least. Plus, I've not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? There's no way you play music at all, as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. Guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, it must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You're almost off the screen, Monica. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. I'm working on trying to fix my brain. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Gerald. Monica smiles sweetly. I don't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm sure Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Netsky has already run off into the closet. Gerald, since your compliments put me in such a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Oh, I guess the random choosing of stuff in the poem thing led to Yuri. Alright, I guess let's see what Yuri's partial story is like. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure not to keep you waiting for me. Before you finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Okay. I don't like Yuri. Can I go back to the Natsuki path? I mean, sure, she was a hungry bitch, but that was about it. What's the story about, anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an enormous, ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fixing them too. That might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. Is that the fucking human centipede? Look, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, then so that dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Gerald? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Oh. And suddenly... Oh. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Whoa. Music was fucking weird. It faded out and then just popped back in. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I'm curious. I can't even see it. Kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At least, all I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Chief? Are you good? Gerald? I know I haven't spoken to you in a good hot minute, but, yeah, I agree. The Creepy Club! I mean, you don't have to, but... Oh, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I have put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. I kinda don't like her, cause she's kinda creeping me out. Yeah. Are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start to the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing... Music's fading out. It's gone. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? You do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, uh, here, this should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, we're just gonna read like that. Okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it in like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. That's just kind of... That didn't flow well. That didn't flow well with speaking it. I don't know why. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, where the fuck is the music? Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. Wait, violation? What the... Volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but my character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yeah? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Her breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Gerald, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure they didn't do anything to her. Oh, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Gerald, I would love an explanation. What does Monica mean by that? Gerald. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our bones with each other? Why don't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note where I left the book. Then I slip it into my bag. Alright, Gerald, we only got 2 choices. What do you think? Natsuki or Monica? You think Natsuki? Alright. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'll be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe I find a little influence from all of us. For instance, notice that you're spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Yes, indeed. I agree with Raw and Swug. Unsy. Gerald, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I feel bad. I feel bad now. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Did you like YURI more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? YURI is a sick freak? What the fuck? That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Gerald, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? What the fuck? She's crying, but what the fuck? This is creepy. The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. The worst thing is, each playthrough is different and unique. Like, you don't always get the same things, even if you choose the same path. Okay, I'll read it. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to YURI. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me? Jesus Christ. End? What? Dude, I have chills. Hi again, Gerald. How is the writing going? Well, Natsuki kinda went crazy. YURI is creepy. I don't trust both of them. So I'm gonna write you a poem. This is creepy. They are creepy. The Creepy Club. Did you like my poem? I'll take that. Oh, this is not going bad. Happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Oh, I wouldn't count on that. Can I stop getting messages for 2 seconds? You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Gerald. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Well, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. Now that YURI likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like YURI's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. YURI. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Yeah. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We saw plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. Suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. So it's similar to the one thing. The other poem. Delete her. Okay. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. No point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Gerald? Thanks for listening. I guess now to show it to... I guess we're supposed to save. So I'll save, and then Yuri. There we go. Jeez, I clicked on it 3 times. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Whoa, that's a big-ass poem. Wheel. A rotate... There's a small stain right here. There's a small stain and another stain. Interesting. She might have spilled tea on it. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning on axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A dock ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. I can't fucking read this. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. Thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bullhead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a dock ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky. 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bullhead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Doesn't really matter what it's about. That poem made no fucking sense. It wasn't even written like a poem, that was just an essay. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. What? That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. No, I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You unlocked a special poem. I'm fucking creeped out. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Staring at the dot. I love you. What a heartwarming message. What a heartwarming message. Hi, Monica. Okay, damn it. I always cough when reading. I don't know why. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Gerald joined and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. That's key. I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Gerald? What do you think, Gerald? Oh come on. You can't take advantage of Gerald to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Gerald joined. As for me, I just liked it better here than I do at home. And Gerald isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. She's Natsuki. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Gerald want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. So it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Gerald, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. My voice is cracking. Dude, I keep coughing and my voice is just dead. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about getting messages. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with their club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Gerald. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess. What? Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Gerald? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's why we'll end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change of members, her eye is bleeding. Okay, yeah, her eye is bleeding. Interesting. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. I was feeling bad, and then Yuri just started getting creepy. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm at your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we all can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. And get more notifications about the news! The 7 worst habits for your brain. Thank you, news. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Gerald? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Gerald before we leave, just to see what he thinks this time of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. She looks a little troubled, but she didn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Yes. Gerald, I wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I really hate to see you unhappy. What is going on static again? I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. Know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all of the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, because it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I only know you could understand. So that's why, wait, not yet. No, stop it. What? It's okay. Okay. Save. I almost forgot that I have to end the episode here. I was gonna keep going, but we're gonna end it off here. I think the next episode's the last episode of the main game. I think it is. Okay, well, this was Doki Doki. I hope everyone enjoyed. And what do you think, Gerald? The next episode might be the last one for the main game, at least. There is side stories still. But anyways, hopefully everyone enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki. That went by a lot faster than I thought it would. I don't know why. But if you all enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you all in the next episode of whenever that is. Bye.